In the top stories, the island's top cop says murders are up, but overall crime is down. 2 bank customers catch an armed robber, and a government minister says the economy is rebounding. Welcome to Nation News for Friday, August 29th, 2014. I'm Natasha Beckles.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your time, your way.
Police say overall crime in Barbados is down, although murders have increased by 21%. Acting Commissioner Tyrone Griffith today reported a 16% reduction in crime for the year so far, with decreases in robbery, burglary, and theft from the person. He told the news conference this was significant and unprecedented at a time when Barbados was going through economic challenges. In his wide-ranging report, the top cop also said the force's cybercrime unit was on the lookout for cybersecurity breaches and other internet crimes.
And what we're noticing, servicing, is from time to time the use of social media to present malicious communications, which at times can be very damaging to persons' reputations. It should be noted that this constitutes a criminal offense, and persons are likely to be prosecuted for such acts under the Computer Misuse and the Telecommunications Acts.
A youngster who thought he could rob a bank this morning chose the wrong one when he entered the Royal Bank of Canada's University Drive branch at Blackrock, St. Michael. 2 alert customers were on hand, one inside the bank who witnessed the crime, and Samuel Waith on the outside who saw the robber's face as he ripped off the mask. Both gave chase, and about 15 minutes later the robber was pinned to the ground in nearby Bats Rock, where police quickly put an end to the episode.
We ran him all the way down to Bats Rock, so I managed to just hit off on him and catch him, roll on the ground with him, right? And the police come and I had him holding down, and the police just come and put on the handcuffs on him.
The young bank robber, who was armed with a cutlass, is in police custody. Lionel Ward, inspector in charge of crime at the Blackrock police station, told Nation News the robbery appeared to be a crime of opportunity. He thanked citizens for their swift action, which helped lawmen to solve the bank robbery within minutes. Minister of Industry Donald Innes says there are signs that the economy is beginning to pick up. However, he says he'll leave it to Minister of Finance Chris Sinclair and Central Bank Governor Dr. Delal Worrell to reveal the details. Mr. Innes did, however, say that the millions of dollars being invested by the Massey Group and the dozens of people it was employing signaled an economic turnaround. He made the comments earlier today during the official opening of the newly renovated Dome Mall in Warren St. Michael. The minister said he would agitate for better traffic arrangements in the fast-expanding Warren's area.
I'm also very mindful as a parliamentary representative of the adjoining constituency. The complaints have been raised from time to time about traffic issues, and I've given the assurance to the proprietors of the property here that I will do all within my influence to ensure that access roads that are necessary do come to fruition in short order so we can have an ease of traffic here.
1 new secondary school will be built and some primary schools rebuilt over the next 3 years with funding from the Caribbean Development Bank and the government. This was announced by Minister of Education Ronald Jones today during a pause in his scheduled tour of 14 primary and nursery schools on the ministry's domestic summer repair program. That program cost approximately $750,000, and much of the work will be completed for the opening of school next week.
All of these schools would have been surveyed by our education officers, who would have reported that by and large things are progressing for a relatively smooth start. I'm going to use the word relatively smooth start for the 1st, but more particularly for the 8th of September, when all students should be accommodated in the various schools that we have.
Head of the Barbados Workers Union, Senator Soroy Trotman, has added the voice of the island's largest union to the chorus of those calling for an end to rampant violence. Yesterday, he told the media the union was fully supportive of initiatives by social activist and attorney-at-law David Comishong to highlight the fight to stop violence, especially against women. He said while other people had been doing similar work, Mr. Comishong had been steadfast in his appeal and had the full support of the union. The outgoing BWU General Secretary was speaking at what is likely to be his final press conference before his replacement is elected this weekend. A psychiatrist has called for a wide-ranging effort to stamp out bullying among Barbadian children. Dr. Shirley Aline said parents, communities, faith-based organizations, and legislators all had a role to play. Addressing members of the Rotary Club on Thursday, she said parents and guardians had to police children's use of technology to ensure it was not being misused or for bullying and other harmful activities. She said bullying could result in marijuana usage, depression, psychotic episodes, and even earlier than expected death. Healthcare at the Winston Scott Polyclinic has been enhanced as a result of a piece of medical equipment donated by international business company Sandstorm. The Welch Allen otoscope will be used in the diagnosis of ear and eye problems. Chief Medical Health Nurse Ann Murrell thanks Sandstorm, pointing out that early diagnosis means timely treatment that can even save lives. In cricket, West Indies team manager Sir Richie Richardson has backed the regional side to dominate Bangladesh in the upcoming Test series. The hosts swept the 3-match one-day series convincingly and will now turn their attention to the longer format, with matches scheduled for Arnoldsville in St. Vincent and the Buziju Stadium in St. Lucia. Sir Richie said the team now needed to make the transition from the limited overs format, but he was confident they would take the momentum gained into the Test series. And finally, a Florida preschooler has reportedly been expelled because of a post his mother made on Facebook criticizing his school. The post in question stated, "Why is it that every single day there is something new I dislike about Will's school? Are my standards really too high, or are people working in the education field really just that ignorant?" School officials said the mother used social media to call the integrity and intelligence of staff into question, and the school was no longer a good fit for the boy. And that's it for today. Get more news on our website nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And pick up your Saturday Sun tomorrow. Do enjoy your weekend.